Hey guys, what's going on? It's boy Kitchler here. Hope you guys are having a good day. So today I was kind of debating whether or not I should make this video or not because I did a live stream on this, the unboxing of the Mark 85. But I might as well do it. Now this is not going to be a high definition video. This is just going to be sort of my thoughts of having the figure for about 2 weeks now, and what do I expect for an Iron figure now currently right now, because I really enjoy the figure, and sometimes I kind of got paranoid because some pieces were kind of iffy. I thought that it might not been there, and I called Sideshow. I'm getting some replacements because there's a scuff on the head sculpt, an arm replacement, and chest replacement. Just because there's a scratch, no scratch, and the arm has a little dent and loose. It's okay. I'm glad I'm getting those replacements. Although I am not getting a whole replacement, which is great. I don't want to do that because if I do, might have a problem with that too. So definitely, I'm glad I'm getting those back, or getting those replacements. So here is the Mark 85. Gotta tell you guys, I really enjoy this figure. I think this figure really deserves. I mean, it doesn't deserve the hate it gets, but it's a very beautiful piece. I think a lot of people are giving it hate just because of the head sculpt and why the head sculpt, why it is what it was. But let me just pull this out softly. Ooh. By the way, taking the head sculpt is actually pretty easy. It doesn't take any force, just a bit, not too much. But here's the head sculpt for many of you who have this. Now, I know this is not the best lighting in the world, but there are better reviews out there. But then again, this is just my thoughts and my opinions on it. So the head sculpt, honestly, I have no problems with it whatsoever. I think the reason why people didn't like it because it was a totally different new sculpt. Now, I know a lot of people mentioned this in their YouTube reviews, but I just want to kind of mention it here as well and let you know that I think it's probably the reason why people got mad wasn't because of the sculpt, but the sculpt that was not delivered as far as the prototype. So I do understand that side of the argument, but it's still a great sculpt. I think it's not the worst sculpt in the world. It definitely needs some improvements around the front area. Front angle is kind of, it's not there. Side, perfect. Around there, perfect. I know what they're going for. They're going for a little bit of an aged Tony, which I do like, and I'm so glad that Hot Toys didn't decide to repack it with a 50 sculpt. Although I don't have an Iron Man figure, and I don't have a 50 sculpt, but I do want to get the sculpt that I paid for and what I got. So for me, it's like I'd rather get this rather than another sculpt. So it just kind of fits in the value for me. It's like, okay, I'd rather have the original sculpt than the new one. So I think what a lot of people should do from now on is that they should really let it sink in for themselves, and if they really don't like it in the next month or two, like, I don't like it anymore. But it takes time to liking something. So for me, at first I was like, well, what did I pay for? What did I pay for? It wasn't the point where I'm going to cancel it. There's no way, because I love the 85 armor. It looks amazing. It's perfect. It's beautiful. But yeah. So this sculpt doesn't deserve the hate that it gives. Honestly, it doesn't. It does not whatsoever. But there are people out there and I get it, but so now with the starfish type of looking thing, I am not a huge fan of this just because doesn't do anything for me. I think it would have been so cool if this thing light up. If this thing light up, I think it would have been a much better thing to display in your display case, module case, whatever you want to display it in. I think this would have been really good. Unless you get Fat Thor, and you recreate that scene, you got that. So this is a little bit underwhelming for me. It doesn't do anything for me. I did put it on. It looks kind of cool, but it's not something I put him on for long-term poses or for long-term displaying. Obviously, we get the helmet. As you can see, the helmet looks fantastic. Now, I know there's a scuff you guys can't see, but there is a scuff right there. Nothing to really complain about. Yeah. It's not something to worry about. And I really feel sorry about those people who got the Mark, I think the Mark 21, the one, the gold Midas. People have been posting that they have got a lot of scuffing. I did warn people in my previous live stream that you guys might get it, and majority of people did get that scuffing. And Hot Toys quality control, man, it's getting worse and worse every single figure, it seems like. Here's the base. It's a regular normal base. Doesn't really do anything for me. I don't use the bases. I really don't use it because it really gives out that realism. Unless when it comes to like a certain pose where it's like flying or running, then that's where the base needs. We need the base to make those types of poses. But majority of my figures are not with bases, so I don't really use it just because I like that realism look. And I keep all my stuff in a bag and I name them. So there's that. But he gets the things that you need with Iron Man. You get two fisted hands, and you get these two articulate hands. If I can find the other one. Oh yeah, right here. That's that. And then he has two type of repulsor hands. Where he's about to shoot. One's on the hand. This one is just from the left arm, so nothing really there. The neck piece and the collar sticks together. You put the Iron Man head sculpt. So that's pretty much it. The articulation of this figure is headless. No, I'm gonna put the head sculpt on. Actually, no, I'm not gonna put that sculpt on. I'm gonna actually take it out, and then we'll do something with it. But the articulation is great. Although it is one of the most, for me, I feel like when people get their first Iron Man figure, they're gonna be paranoid. I was definitely paranoid with this one. I thought I was gonna break something. I guess it's normal in a way, but just something to note. But yeah, I mean, this is without the head, it looks great. I mean, this is a very beautiful figure. I think it really has that nice glossy look, which I definitely like. And I think it really deserves the love, and it does. And I think I think this is the best Iron Man, one of the best Iron Man figures out there. A lot of people saying the Mark 7 is the best, but for me, I don't really like the Mark 7. I mean, accessory-wise, beats it, the Mark 85. But as far as the way it looks, not my favorite. Although Avengers 1 is one of my most, as a kid I used to love that. It's a very nostalgic feeling. But I don't want to go chase those figures back. I mean, if they would have reissued them, I would have bought it. But anyways, we're not going there. Articulation is pretty nice. I mean, you do get the the arms and things like that. One of the things I don't like about this figure, or two things, is this type of extending arm thing that I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a huge fan of because it feels like when you're pulling the arm, it feels like you're about to break something. And I don't know if you guys have that feeling about a figure, or when it comes to an Iron Man figure. But also this leg joint where you can extend it, I don't like that feature as well. I really think that Hot Toys should have really eliminated those features. I know it enables us for more posability, but when it comes to the fear of breaking, this figure has a high potential. Any figure, Iron Man figure, has a high potential of breaking. So, I'm glad that I got this figure because I'm getting the Mark 85, so I know what the Mark 85 is going to look like when it comes to the battle damage look. And if I do end up scratching something, it really doesn't matter because that's the battle damage one, so I'm okay with it. But you did get the leg articulation as well. Double joint, that's pretty cool. You do get these type of flaps right here. I won't be opening them. I actually kind of scratched the paintwork right there. Just a little teeny tiny scratch, but that doesn't really bother me. At first it did, but not too much. But the legs are pretty cool. I really like the feature that the engineering that they have done with this figure. Although it's very scary with these little small pieces around here. I wish they would have done something else, but I get it. But yeah, overall, it's a great figure. I think everybody should go pick this one up. Hey, get this, guys. I was about to actually cancel this order, and then the day I heard that it was going to be coming to a Sideshow, I was this close of canceling it. But thank God, Sideshow saved, my NRD, because I would have canceled it, bought it from Toys Wonderland for the first time. But that's so far the review. I know it isn't one of the best reviews or thoughts or opinions like, Ninja Patrol and all these other YouTubers, but it's a work in progress. I'm just showing the figures and my thoughts, and I think I'm gonna keep doing this. I'll do a live unboxing, and then probably next week or two I will give my own opinion and thoughts, and some things that should sort of be careful with, and some things you should really, 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 really be careful with, because these figures they're not cheap. They're really expensive figures. But I guess we'll talk about it maybe another live video. I don't know if I want to do one this week, but I'll see depending with schoolwork. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys like this type of review / thoughts video. not the most glamorous review or slash thoughts video. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's going to be in the description below, KG_collector. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys next one. Bye-bye.